We find ourselves at the home of the world's first retractable natural grass field as you get a look inside State Farm Stadium in Glendale. So this was the scene a moment ago. The Cardinals emerging from their tunnel, and we are ready for football as the Cards get set to match up with the Indianapolis Colts. Two teams more than ready to get this one started. And off we go on EA Sports. And this will go as a touchback, and they will begin things at the 25. Play action. Now it's Murray. They'll roll him out right. And he'll protect himself at the end here as he winds up getting pretty decent yardage. Nice work to get 7 out of that, and it's second down.
Partner, he was going through his progressions. Not there, not there. After about the third one, he decided he better pull it down and run for it. And he slides down and avoids the hit for good measure.
They'll operate from the 32-yard line here, 2nd and 3. Now the first carry for Chase Edmonds. Now look, that wasn't a huge game, but those are the types of carries I think they were missing in their loss last week. They couldn't get him going on the ground.
Did you get the same feeling I did during our meetings, that they kind of regretted that he didn't touch the ball?
Absolutely.
You know, hey, he should have touched it more last week. They weren't going to make that same mistake, and they've taken care of that early.
They'll run with Edmonds. And the play goes nowhere. Losing yardage back near the 40 at the 39. He'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11.
Nice play right there to stop him behind the line, but I want to see how this defense continues to play him here in the first half.
Yeah, we know. You know better than I. He has the ability to take over a game, so what do you do?
Yeah, I think you have to make sure that you bottle him in at varying levels, because if you crowd everyone to the line of scrimmage, he breaks through, there's nothing but room to run.
For the Colts, an extra defensive back in there now on 3rd down. From the gun, Murray. The catch made by DeAndre Hopkins. Now from Colts territory, here's a 1st and 10 at the 42-yard line. Edmonds running out of the shotgun. And not able to break away this time as they're going to stop him right around the line of scrimmage. Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up 2nd and 11. Shotgun now from Murray. Nothing open downfield, so he'll throw it away.
Defensively here, you're facing a top 5 team in terms of points scored in the NFL. So when they're that high-powered, you got to find a way to hold them under 20. Because to me, that's the magic number. 20 points scored, you give yourself your best chance to win.
So if they're up around 24, 28, 30, they could be in some trouble.
And I think so, because then you turn it into a shootout, and that means your offense has to keep pace.
From the gun on 3rd down, Murray. Into a sea of defenders and intercepted. Picked off at the 19. And the Colts are going to get possession here as they force the opening drive turnover. Well, that is a quick lesson on how difficult this defense is to throw against. An interception on their initial drive of the ball game.
Now we know why their offensive staff spent the entire week awake trying to prepare for this one, because you can't totally shy away from throwing the football. But at the same time, you're looking at them and going, where are the weaknesses? How are we going to move it?
One of the top defenses in the NFL for a reason. We just saw one example right there. First carry now for the former Badger, Jonathan Taylor. And not much. Maybe a yard up to the 29.
Well, sometimes you just have to give credit to the defense. Great job there at the point of attack, holding up. They won their battles at the line of scrimmage, left him no space to try and run. A really nice job swarming to the ball carrier.
Escaping the pressure right. And this one taken in on the right sideline, but not in the field of play. They say it's incomplete. The throw led him a little too far. It brings up third down. After an incomplete pass on second down, that'll leave him trying to convert on 3rd and 9. Now Wentz. Oh, that's into double coverage and intercepted. Picked off by Byron Murphy. And the return will be stopped at the 34-yard line. So a first interception thrown for him there, and that really not the best decision either.
Not at all, and that's something he did not do in their victory last week. No interceptions in that game, but this defense, they're able to take advantage of an early mistake. Now let's see if they're going to turn it into points.
From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10. After the turnover, here's Murray. He's going deep for Brown. And this is caught. And all the way to the 2-yard line there before crossing over out of bounds. A big play that time through the air. 31 yards. Here we go now on 1st and goal. And this one will wind up with him losing yardage back to the 4-yard line. That's going to go as a loss of 2, and it'll be 2nd down.
This defense is a difficult one to prepare for, one of the best in the league. They'll come at you from all angles, and they did a nice job there stopping him for a loss.
And he is in for 6. Touchdown Cardinals. A great effort there. His 11th touchdown of the year. And the Cardinals have taken the early lead. And his kick is no good. An inauspicious start here kicking-wise as this one stays a 6-0 game. Now he's back out there to boom this one away, maybe with some frustration after the PAT miss. Bringing it out of his end zone, Isaiah Rodgers. And only able to get this to the 19, so probably should have opted for the touchback. The Colts come to the line ready to start their next drive. And following the interception, we'll see what they can put together on this drive.
I hear my old college coach right now. He always used to tell us before every game, the team making the fewest mistakes will win. What they're hoping is that last mistake is their only one of the game.
Coaches, that's all they talk about, turnovers, right?
Minimizing those and maximizing opportunities.
One play has him up past the 40 already, and another 1st and 10. Wentz going to give this to Taylor. And he'll get it across midfield and down into Cardinal territory. 8 yards on the pickup, and now they'll have some options on 2nd and short. Now a handoff. Taylor with it. And he'll be taken down at the 44-yard line. This running game so important for them, and they know that. It helped lead them to a victory last week when he was over 100 yards.
Let's face it, it's their identity, and that's what they want to play to. They want to be that team that runs the ball really well each and every week, and right now we're seeing a pretty good pattern of that happening.
Tackle there by Rashard Lawrence.
Ladies and gentlemen, that is a force of nature at the defensive tackle position. Yes, he's as big as they come, but still plenty agile. He's able to make a nice play there to swallow up the ball carrier.
Give him 3 on the run there. Now they're looking at a 3rd and about 5.
He was hoping to get to the edge, but they did a really nice job of forcing him back inside. That's excellent fundamental defensive football. Don't let them outside where they can really shred your defense.
Nyheim Hines, his first carry. And he will have the first down, but he winds up paying for it pretty good. 6-0 our score after one. From the 32 now, here's 1st and 10. Now they'll throw it. Wentz sliding out of the pocket. Finding room to the 20. And he's going to be out down inside the 20 at the 15. The last drive, remember, similar situation. He forced the ball into coverage through the pick. He learned better there.
Yeah, similar to a golfer that's confronted with a shot that you just can't make. Sometimes you have to take your medicine, as they say, right? Just pull it down, take off, and go. Don't make something worse than what it was.
8 yards to go on 2nd down. On the handoff, Taylor. He showed some tough running, but they'll drop him at the 5-yard line. Good work to pick up 7 yards there. That gets him into a 3rd and 1 situation. With Taylor. And Taylor, I don't think he got there. No, he did not. Unable to break free, and he's marked short. They'll run for it. It's Taylor. And he will have the first down before he's brought down at the 3. There wasn't even thought of a short field goal. There was no hesitation. They were going for it.
I think he was thinking ahead a couple plays ago. That if he got in this situation, they were definitely going for it. And you're right. It was a confident call and a decisive run to pick it up.
Gibson going to be stopped before he can get moving forward as he'll lose a couple back to the 5-yard line. That's going to go as a loss of 1 on 1st down. Back at the 5-yard line now, 2nd and goal. On the handoff, this is Taylor. And he will push his way forward down to about the 3-yard line. The 2nd down play, not much better than the first, just a gain of 1 there. Now a 3rd and goal situation as this Arizona defense tries to stand tall once more. Throwing now is Wentz. Toward the end zone, but that's going to wind up incomplete. So it's been a long drive. They've held the ball for quite a while. Now what do you do here?
Well, to me, at this stage, after this drive, this close to the goal line, 3 points would be a letdown. I'm going for it here.
Blankenship's kick is good. So a long drive gets them down inside the 5, but ultimately they settle for just the field goal.
And I have to think that if maybe they were a yard closer, that would have made their decision tougher, and I think they likely would have gone for it. But in this situation, they just decided to take the 3, and I think it was a smart move.
After the made field goal, here's Blankenship again. And this will not be returned. It's a touchback, and they'll begin at the 25. Ready to go with their next drive, and at the line, the Cardinal offense. And for them, a touchdown their last go-around. Obviously, they'll be hoping to do that again.
And when you start plotting for this drive, when you start thinking to yourself, okay, what are we going to do? You don't go away from what you did before because that worked, but you have to be prepared for wrinkles and counters because you know they'll make some adjustments.
They'll wind up getting 9 after tucking it and running, so it'll leave them with 2nd and a yard. Here's a give to Edmonds running to the right. And he'll get it out near the 40 to the 39. Earlier this half, you were wondering how the defense was going to handle him defensively. Were they going to bottle him up at different levels, so to speak, is what you said. What have you seen so far?
Well, I think they've been absolutely terrific because it feels like on every play, if we were watching this in the film room, when you clicked off the film or stopped it, you would see 11 shirts of that same color right there in the frame trying to tackle it. That's what you're looking for.
Back to the ground on first down, Edmonds. And he'll be brought down just shy of midfield at the 49-yard line.
That's a really nice job by them picking up the run blitz and detecting it and blocking it and turning it into a nice run. And a lot of times you think if you blitz a running play, you're going to smother it. But a lot of the blitzers, they come in a little bit high. They don't have great leverage, and they're easily blocked and turned to the side.
Coming up at halftime, I'll go from one personality, that's you, Charles Davis, to another one in Orlando, the coach. He'll have stats and scores from around the NFL. You and Jonathan Coachman, both larger than life.
No doubt about it.
But you're stuck with me in this booth, and he's miles away and smiling.
And happy.
And he'll be brought down at the 48-yard line. They'll run on first down, Edmonds. And he's going to get a solid gain of 9 before being brought down. 2nd and right at a yard.
Hey, when you get good yardage like that on first down, it really does a whole lot of good for your entire offense. But I love the way he's finishing those runs. At the end of things, he's making sure he gets just a little bit extra.
The previous run, good for 9. Here's 2nd and a yard. Going to give this time to the tailback. And he'll go down here at the 35-yard line.
2nd and 1, and people want to run the football. This is where every back in the league is supposed to do exactly what we just saw there. Pick up the first down.
All runs on this drive so far. It's 1st and 10. Murray now. Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete.
They've given up a few first downs on this drive, but getting the incompletion there, that should give them something to build on and maybe turn the tide.
So after the incompletion on first, now 2nd and 10. Here's Murray. That's out to the flat for Edmonds. And he takes this just a few yards shy of the red zone before going out.
So many times in my career I've heard coaches talk about completions are one thing. But as long as we're there at the catch and we get guys on the ground, we can live with that. But if you're going to give up 10, 12, 15 yards after the catch, then your defense is going to be in a lot of trouble.
On first down, Edmonds. And he stopped immediately there. DeForest Buckner in on the tackle.
Early down stuffs will put this offense in a precarious position. We know that securing the point of attack, especially against the big-bodied guys in the middle of this D, has got to be priority 1.
Officially nothing on that last run. They'll try again, 2nd and 10. On play action, it's Murray. And this throw incomplete. Now the defender all over him that time, but it's going to lead to 3rd down.
Even without a ton of pressure in his face, it just shows how difficult it is to pick apart his own defense. Those guys are sitting back, and they're not playing receivers as much as they're playing the eyes of the quarterback and when he delivers the ball.
Play fake. Murray flushed out right. And he will slide to a stop. He does have the first down. Now the offense going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll stop the clock with 12 seconds to go in this first half. So not quite a first and goal. It's first and 10 from the 10. Out of the gun, here's Murray. Dancing to his left. And he'll just throw this one over the way of the security crew. Incomplete here.
Well, I like that right there. Not only was it the right play, throwing it away like that, frankly, I think it was the only play.
Yeah, got outside of the pocket, realized he had nothing, just chucked it free.
Yeah, live to fight another down, right?
After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10. Here's Murray as he sets to throw it. And that is incomplete. 2 seconds left on the clock.
Well, to me, there was no question about the intent there, and I think he was a little fortunate that the penalty flag didn't come out for grounding. But he'll get away with it and get another shot on 3rd down.
This offense was on the move. Now 2 straight incompletions have them looking at 3rd and 10. A final shot before half for Murray. Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked up by Kenny Moore. And now look at him go. 30, 10, and he will bring it back. An interception return for a Colts TD. Charles, I'm looking at you, and understandably, your mouth is wide open in disbelief. What were they thinking?
That's going to be one of the great mysteries, but I do know this. When they went out on offense, I will guarantee they told them, don't just make anticipatory throws. Make sure you see it before you throw it. Didn't happen here.
Trying to protect that lead, and now they gave it up. So we've reached halftime here on New Year's Eve. As now we send you out to Orlando and hook back up with Jonathan Coachman for our EA Sports Halftime Report. The final 2 quarters of the NFL regular season are upon us as the second half of Week 17 is underway. The drive will start at the 25-yard line here as Rodgers will not return it. The Colts come to the line ready to start their next drive. We have not seen much on offense from either side. These last few drives, it has been a struggle, hasn't it?
Totally, and you're thinking to yourself right now, if you're on offense trying to get things figured out, okay, we self-scout every week on our game plan. How many things do we do at certain times? What are our tendencies? Time to go to some of those tendency breakers and try and create some offense.
They always have those in their back pocket, don't they?
You have to, and if you don't keep abreast of what you're doing, you lock into a rhythm.
And he's free going down the left side. It's a foot race. Touchdown, Indianapolis. Jonathan Taylor with his 16th touchdown of the year. And the Colts are able to strike quickly to add on to their lead. Extra point by Blankenship is up and good. And that pushes the lead up to 11. So after the touchdown, here's Blankenship kicking off. And this will not be returned. It'll come out to the 25. Arizona's offense at the line, ready to get their drive started. And their deficit a little wider than it was at halftime. Does that touchdown a minute ago change the thinking here at all?
I think it does, at least a little bit, because now urgency has to start setting in. You can't go out there and go 3 and out and run the risk of falling behind substantially, but you have to do it without pressing, because pressing, that'll lead you into bigger errors.
Here's 2nd and 10. Throwing now is Murray. Will go out to the flat for Edmonds. And he's going to get a good gain of 9 here up to the 34.
And we see another pitch and catch there to the running back. This position just continues to evolve. They become just as critical to the passing attack as a lot of receivers, tight ends, because their ability to make people miss in the open field can really generate big plays for an offense.
This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on third down. Trying to pick it up on the ground with Edmonds. And now Edmonds going to be stopped up short. He did not get there. No gain on the play there. A nice job defensively. And it likely forces a punt situation on fourth. They're going for it. Hits Murray. He's going to have his running back. It's complete. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. Both sides were holding their breath there on that fourth down play, and the offense can breathe a sigh of relief.
And both knew exactly where the first down markers were. You know the defense is trying to guard those sticks and try and keep people in front, but somehow, some way, those guys found a way to pick it up.
And Murray gets this into the hands of Edmonds. And he'll get it inside the 40 to the 39. That'll give him 8 that time, and it'll make it second down. Now Murray. He's going to let this go. Back of the end zone. And he knocks the ball away, and it falls incomplete.
He's had trouble finding open receivers all game, CD, and that's because really there hasn't been many. This defense has been all over them.
Yeah, they're one of the better defenses in the league, and every time I talk to someone around the NFL, they all say the exact same thing. They're so fundamentally sound, it's hard to execute against them.
Now Murray off play action. He'll get this complete to Rondale Moore. And they're going to be set up down around the 15-yard line. Line of scrimmage, the 15. It's 1st and 10. From the red zone, here's the Heisman Trophy winner, Murray. Eluding the pressure right. And out of bounds all the way down at the 3.
Obviously, a big play was needed. And you can see his eyes light up as he realized there's absolutely no one in front of him. And he takes off and goes. It goes a long way. Not only does he pick up a first down, but a big gain to boot.
First and goal, and they got to be thinking a chance to get right back into this football game. Murray going to throw. To the goal line, but it's incomplete.
The passing windows are just not there, and that's just another example of how great this defense has been all game long.
And that's exactly what a top 10 defense can do. They can really change the game tempo and frustrate you as you try to execute offensively.
Two of their 3 red zone trips so far, they've come up empty on. They'll look to reverse that trend on 2nd and goal. Here's Murray. And he's going to be intercepted a 3rd time. Picked off inside the 5. And a huge return as he'll take this one all the way down inside the 30-yard line. Well, that's 3 picks he's now thrown in this game.
And I know this, the holiday season, because here we are in December. Right, it is the season of giving. Maybe for his own sake after the game, he may have to announce that he's donating certain amounts to charity for each interception that he threw.
Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 2nd and 9. They go to the ground again with Taylor. And he's going to be stopped up just short of the first down at the Cardinals' 20-yard line.
113 yards rushing for him so far as his terrific season continues here.
On third down. Here's Taylor. So he fought off the tackle, and that effort gives him the first before he's brought down.
Someone's been having a good game so far, and you know something? A lot of it's been power running. They decided to turn him loose again on third down, didn't they?
They did indeed. He delivered the tough yards. First and 10, Taylor now. And they'll bring him down at the 13-yard line. Give him 5 on the carry there, and it'll be second down.
Well, you certainly have to give a little credit here because they're playing this game now at their pace. This is ball control football, sustained runs, taking their time, and making it work.
The first down run got 5. Here's second and 5. Here's Hines on the toss play. And he'll get into the end zone. Touchdown, Indianapolis. Nyheim Hines, his 4th touchdown on the year. And the Colts use the short field to their advantage as they cash in for 6. Extra point by Blankenship is up and good. And the lead is up to 18 now. So after the touchdown, here's Blankenship kicking off. And no return on this one as the fair catch is signaled for and taken. Ready to go with their next drive, and at the line, the Cardinal offense. And with 3 interceptions thrown already, we'll see. Do they rely more on the ground game here?
They may have to change things offensively to try and settle things down, not just for the guy throwing the ball, but for the rest of the offensive unit, because his confidence has to be shaken a little bit. And you just wonder, is the backup going to start to warm up a little bit over on the sideline?
The run only got a yard. Here's second and 9. They'll keep it on the ground. Callaway. And he's able to take this one up to the 35-yard line. Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. They'll run on 1st down. Callaway. And he'll go down, and that will do it for the 3rd quarter of action. 3 quarters have come and gone. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. The run got 4. Now they deal with a 2nd and 6. They fake the handoff. Now Murray. DeAndre Hopkins making the catch. And he will go out right near the 35-yard line. Defensively, you said coming in earlier in the broadcast, the magic number was 20 points for you. That's what you thought they would have to hold this offense to, or less than that. And, wow, they've done that in a big way, haven't they?
And not only have they done it, they put themselves in a great position to win this one because holding them down was paramount. If they could get it done, well, guess what? We see the end result. Right now, they have their eye on victory.
And leading here in the 4th. 5 yards on the carry. Good pickup on 1st down.
I know the toss play begins with the guy taking the snap and turning around and tossing it to the runner. But where the real intrigue is, can they seal the edge, whether it's an offensive tackle or a tight end, in the direction they want to run the football? If they do that, that's the result that you get, that type of a gain. If they don't, oftentimes it's not a very successful play.
After the pickup of 5, here's 2nd and 5.
14's the mic. 14's the mic.
To throw is Murray. He'll swing that out to Edmonds. It'll be a gain of 5, and that'll make it 3rd and 1. Now a give to Edmonds, and he won't be close to a 1st down as he runs into a wall right around line of scrimmage. They'll be marked inches short. No gain on the play, and that's going to lead them to 4th down. They'll go for it with Edmonds. And this will depend on the mark. I'm not sure he pushed the line forward. And indeed he did not. They stop him. He needed a yard. He didn't get anything. And the Colts are going to take over with a football. The Colts come to the line ready to start their next drive. Been a very strong performance for them, really, on both sides of the football. The turnover on downs, the most recent example, and now, obviously, they're in a great spot here.
Yeah, if you're over on the bench right now, you're shaking hands with your teammate, you're hugging him, give him a little dap. Been a big, big performance for them. Now you just don't get careless. Take care of the ball on the way out.
Took just one play to move all the way to the 44 as they try again on 1st down. They run with Taylor. And he'll only get a yard, maybe 2, up to the 46.
Brandon, I've got to think this offensive line has got some smiles on its faces. And I know it sounds crazy, but they practiced for this back in training camp. They knew they'd be in situations where there'd be extra defenders in the box coming after them, trying to keep them from locking down a game. Right now, they want to show the world they're up to the challenge.
146 yards rushing for him now, as he has been tremendous all day long.
On 3rd down, it's Taylor. And this effort won't be enough as they rally up to stop him a couple of yards short. He needed 2, he got 1, and that's going to leave him with 4th down and a yard. They'll run for it with Hines. And he gets this one across midfield for the 1st down to the 46. At first glance, I actually wasn't sure that he got it, but he ended up getting it by about a full yard.
He certainly did, but it took a little effort, didn't it? Took some nice push, a little crease inside, and some determined running to make sure that he got the 1st down.
Not totally home free yet, but it's looking good as they come up 1st and 10. They run with Hines. Oh, he's got some breathing room. And he gets this one inside the 15, just a yard or 2 shy of the 10. A big play there. So the Colts in possession of the football as we get you reset. And no doubt what they're looking to do is just salt away the final couple of minutes and escape with a win. And he takes this one in for a Colts touchdown. Nyheim Hines, his 2nd touchdown of the afternoon.
And the Colts are looking to make it 2 straight as they add on to this 4th quarter lead. Extra point by Blankenship is up and good.
And they open the lead up now to 25.
So after the touchdown, here's Blankenship kicking off.
And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. Arizona's offense at the line, ready to get their drive started.
And they unfortunately are staring at a mini losing streak developing, trailing here in the 4th quarter. This would be their 3rd straight defeat.
On 1st Callaway, and he is met quickly in the backfield. Down he goes, folded like a lawn chair. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12.
At the 23-yard line.
They'll keep it on the ground. Callaway, and he'll take this one up close to the 25-yard line.
He continues to struggle to find a crease to break off a big one and might need to just put that aside and just try and ram his way forward and get what he can.
3rd down now. Those last 2 plays indicative of how things have gone for them. Just nowhere to go on the ground and struggling to put up points.
To throw, it's Murray. Flush to his right. And a big loss here as he's taken down. Quiddy Pay has now recorded 10 sacks on the season.
We've been around this league for a while, and many coaches never pull their starting quarterback, almost no matter the situation. In this case, though, I think he's got to make a decision. He's taking a pretty good beating out there.
Yeah, and with the deficit, maybe not wanting to risk an injury.
Check, back 12. Back 12, back 12. Check.
Murray, one final try. Kyler Murray cannot get away. They drag him down to the end zone for 2 points. Things are just going from bad to worse now. It's a safety that does him in here, and that is one frustrated offensive unit.
They can't get out from under their own shadow right now. I mean, I know this is the NFL, but could you imagine a college crowd right now? Imagine what they'd be doing. They'd be chanting, "Start the bus," because they think this one is over.
So this one winds up an Indianapolis victory, and they were buoyed, Charles, by a big second half that put this one on ice.
So you get the sense that whatever was said at halftime obviously hit home. I think it's a little bit more than that, though. Obviously, there are words that are said, and, hey, come on, guys, we have to play better. But sometimes it's just sharpening your execution, sharpening your focus, and maybe doing the things you practiced all week without major adjustments, just doing them better, and that got it done in this one.
So for Indianapolis,
They improved to 11-5 now with 1 week remaining.
so that'll do it. For my partner, Charles Davis, and the best darn crew in the industry, I'm Brandon Gaunt. This has been a presentation of the NFL on EA Sports. With that, we say so long and sign off from the desert.